What's up, everybody? This is Sang Win. Good day, all day, every day. This video is about some of the amazing traders who have made a ton of money. These are real stories. Let me take a quick second and listen to my favorite music real quick when I was growing up, and then we're gonna begin. Okay. So, as you all know, I am going into trading, right? I am going into trading because these amazing stories trigger a fire deep down inside of me which cannot be put out. I am going into trading and I am going all in. First, let me tell you about some of the amazing story of what these people have accomplished. What do they do? How they do it? What kind of stuff they use? So let's go with the first one. My favorite. Richard Dennis. Richard Dennis was a young man, and the amazing thing is he turned $2,000 into $200 million in 10 years. Okay, and then amazing story is that after and they helped him become a billionaire, and those people that he trained are now top fund managers around the world. And most likely, they're billionaires too. Okay, the next story is Jesse Livermore. Now, Jesse Livermore is a legend, okay? And made $100 million in a very short amount of time. And if we put that into today's money, that equals to billions of dollars. Okay, the next person up is Paul Jones. Paul Jones also made $100 million in this short amount of time. We're talking about less than 5 years. And now Paul is, a manager of a hedge fund, and he's a billionaire. Next up is Larry Williams. Larry turned $10,000 into $1.1 million in 1 year. That's right. So let's go take a look at how these people look like. Okay, I got the picture right here. So this guy right here is Richard Dennis. That's how he looks like. If you want to see what this man looks like, you can Google him up. Okay, let me show you what Jesse Livermore looks like. This is Jesse Livermore. That's how you're gonna recognize his story on Google if you see it. The next one is Paul Jones. This is him right here. This is him right here. Paul Jones right here. That's him right there. And the next one, we're gonna have a video of Larry Williams. Where is Larry? Give me a second. I'm going to pull Larry up real quick. Larry Williams right here. This is a video on YouTube about Larry Williams who turned, $10,000 into $1.1 million in 1 year. So, as you know, I'm going to trading. And these stories are very motivating. I study their stories. I study some of their techniques. I study what they trade. I study how they did it. I study their type of trade. So let me break it down. So Richard Dennis, the man who turned $2,000 into $200 million, he trade commodity, more specifically option on commodity. Okay, what was the style of trading? He is a trend trader. Okay, and he trade what is called a breakout. A breakout is some of the best trading type or type of trading you can get. Next is Jesse Livermore. Jesse Livermore trades stocks during his lifetime, and he trades high price, expensive stocks. That is how he made his million. He did not trade junk stock or penny stock. He traded expensive stock. And the majority of, top traders around the world who made a ton of money, they trade high price, expensive stocks. Okay. What style of trading? He is also a trend trader. Okay. And he mostly trades breakouts. Breakouts is when you can get the biggest move of the market of the stocks. Okay. And he used what is called technical patterns. Next up is Paul Jones. Okay. Paul Jones also traded high price stock during the time he made his $100 million. Now he's a hedge fund manager who's a billionaire. He's got his team trading everything, possible. What style of trading he does? He is also a trend trader, meaning he trades with the trend. He trades with the tsunami. The trend is basically the tsunami, okay? And he also trades breakout. Now, the opposite of breakout is breakdown. Some people, they go against the stock as it's coming on the way down. They make money on the way down, okay? They use what is called technical patterns. Okay, this is how they are able to capture the biggest move of the market. The next one is Larry Williams. Okay, Larry Williams trades commodity, specifically futures on commodities. Okay, and the style of trading he does is also a trend trader. Notice that some of the best traders in the world trade with the trend. They are called the trend traders. Okay, and they also trade breakouts. As I was saying, breakouts are the best trading type you can get because you can get the biggest move in the market when things are breaking out. And he's also a technical pattern trader. Now, as you can see, all these four famous people, of course, other names too, but these are the four that stuck out. So they have a commonality in trading style. All of them are trend traders, and all of them trade breakout to capture the biggest part of the move. That is how they made a ton of money. When we're talking about a ton of money, we're talking about, look at this, $200 million. We're not talking about, a couple $100,000 a year. We're talking about a large amount of money. So, as you know, I've been studying their techniques over the past 5 years. As you all know, I have an investment degree from University of New Orleans already. So I have some background in investments. But, I seriously went into, studying trading about 5 years ago. It took me all over the place, studying all kinds of stuff. And let me show you some of the books I recommend that if you are beginning to invest or trade, okay? Method of trading in stocks. This is about how to trade from the legend himself, Jesse Livermore. It's a very thin book, okay? It's high in philosophy. So it's not like actual applicable stuff. You got to know the basic in order to understand what this book is talking about. The next is Jesse Livermore, How to Trade in Stocks, also by the legend. This is also a very thin book. It's highly philosophy, and it has to do with psychology of the market and of the people. Next one, I also recommend Reminiscent of a Stock Trader, Edwin Lifferay or something. The other book I recommend for newbies is How I Made $2 Million in the Stock Market. This man is very practical, good for investors who want extraordinary return, One book I recommend right now is this big book right here. Highly practical, deal with actual applicable knowledge and philosophy and psychology of the market. This thing is called Trade Like a Stock Market Wizard by Mark Minervini. This man's record is 36,000%. Okay, let me show you what it means by 36,000%. Let's say you just start with $10,000. Okay, let's say it's, you just want to put in $10,000. This is how much money you would have if you made 36,000%. Okay, 1,000% is 10 times your money. Okay, 10,000% is 100 times your money. So 36,000% is 360,000 times your money. Oh, 360 times your money. Sorry, I made a mistake. I put the word thousand. There you go. This man turned $10,000 into, you know, $3.6 million in a very short amount of time. This is his books. So as you all know, I study all the top traders in history. I study their technique, how they did it, when they did it, what type of trading style did they do it, and you know what kind of method they did it. You know, so it's a hybrid of all this. All this knowledge is in me. I combine them into my own method. Heck, I just call it the Sang method. You know, if I invented a method, I might as well name it after me. So I just simply call my method the Sang method. I basically write it out, write a map, and I'm going to trading, right? And this is why lately you've been seeing me, you know, with a nice trading desk. I built this trading desk. Took me like 5 months to learn how to do it. I wish I could just pay somebody, you know, $300-400. They can show me how to do it, but you know, nobody knows how to do it. You know, I look a bunch of stuff on YouTube, and you know, it took a long time. But after 5 months, I finally learned how to put together a you know, a trading desk that has 7 monitors all working together or independently if I want to. So as you all know, I am going to trading to make a lot of money. Okay, I am not going into to make a small amount of money. The reason I am going to make this a large amount of money is because I have goals that are bigger than myself. Okay, and I've shared this story before. Goals that are bigger than myself, they are like the fire deep within. They keep on burning bigger and bigger, and they cannot be put out. You know, this money is going to be used for stuff that is beyond me. It's not about me. Okay, so I'm going to trading. I'm going to study it. I study day and night. I'm going all in, and hopefully in a few years there'll be a story of saying, you know, who made a ton of money in the trading, and this will be basically a documentation of my journey. And I know some of you will come with me and be happy for me and all that stuff. Just like some of you have been around with me, friends, you know, during my awakening, you know, 10, 12 years ago when we all went on Facebook and publicized about it. That's it for now. You know, thanks everybody for watching, and have a good night.